And over there is one lecture in front of audience or virtual audience. How does he make it so that he doesn't tie himself to the audience? There are questions from the crowd. How does he guard himself and the crowd from revealing too much, from making harming them?
A person on his own cannot do this. If he is still before the mahsom, he can't protect himself. It's simply the same rules that we've learned in the first lesson today. You are as a law under the influence of your will to receive, and then it is certain that no matter however you operate, it will always be in order to increase yourself, to greaten yourself, to publicize yourself, only for that sake. Whereas after the mahsom, you will publicize yourself and increase yourself and greaten yourself in order to publicize the Creator. And it will be completely clear that it's like that. And it could be that not to the clear to the broad public, but the external public, but it will be like that. We need to know that our friends are still somewhere out there in all kinds of places without the covering of the Masach, and therefore it is for sure that they are capable of doing all kinds of actions, and even without specific special actions that they're giving lectures and all kinds of things, it is certain that they are starting to draw publics toward them. And here they need to be pretty protected by their groups, meaning not that they can protect themselves, they can't, but rather the group must create rotations between the teachers. The group must also in each and every lesson to confuse the public, that one is giving a lecture or the first half of the lecture, the second gives the second half, the third one does the activity, the fourth one answers questions, and so on. And one should not show himself as he's becoming some sort of guru. This is really, we're truly causing a flaw and a harm to that friend of ours. The moment the public starts to clothe upon him and depend themselves upon him, this public becomes a Hasidim, and he becomes a Rebbe, and this connection is a connection that is completely not one that comes to the wisdom of Kabbalah. It's good for the masses to be dependent upon some wise guy or some sage, and that someone who's showing them like some way in life, but not in the wisdom of Kabbalah. And here it's a problem. And also a person himself needs to learn how to disregard and disparage people towards people in a directed manner, and to disparage himself in their eyes in a directed manner, and to be here in a game with his students in such a way that so that they will be dependent only on the spiritual matter. And in short, this is already a problem, but the group must limit a person even in one lecture. I remember I gave a lecture to those guys who came, who I brought to study. I gave them a lecture there in Shekin or Bugashov in Tel Aviv, somewhere, 25, in Berg's institute there. I gave them lectures there. Not lectures, a series of lessons, once or twice a week. I don't remember. I did the Pticha to the Wisdom of Kabbalah and a few letters. They weren't in print yet. I brought them in pages, those letters. And okay, but when they came here And also to there, I think, I don't remember. No, I remember like this. I gave them a lesson when they already came to us. I gave them a lesson, a very deep and powerful, good lesson, and I went from there to my home after the lesson. It was, what, 200 yards or something. You remember how far I lived from there? I lived in Ami 5. This is I'm sure it's truly like 200 yards from Rabash's home. That's how far our homes were apart. And I remember I went home and I'm feeling like I'm walking slower, like that. I came back to Rabash. He wasn't down there when I gave the lecture. I knew it wasn't the time that he would be, that it was the time that he was sleeping. I knocked on his door and I said, "Look what's happening to me. It's like I'm walking in a heavy manner, slower, protecting myself. I feel like I need to protect myself, that people are dependent on me. I'm important, more important." It's such a, I don't know, I couldn't stand this sensation. It was truly, but he laughed. He showed himself as laughing, and he said, "Okay, suffer. Continue to suffer. It's okay." But I said to him, "I must have protection. I must have protection because this is a very dangerous thing. It's truly, I don't want to continue anymore because it's the ego all of a sudden kind of leaps up and you don't know what to do with it." And here is the question: do you have the possibility to stop? As much as you're drawn to it, as much as you will search for opportunities to be in this, this is life. Therefore, again, I'm saying, well, I had protection from him. Nevertheless, I was always connected to him for all the years and hours every day, and in discussion and in traveling and so on. But I passed them on. I didn't teach them anymore. I spoke to him about this. I said, "I don't want." He said, "Really, it's not worthwhile. Give it to others." I passed them on to, I don't know what to say, but to others. And I didn't continue. I also had enough difficulty by caring for them in getting them married, a little bit of problems at home, and all kinds of such things. And I was like the matchmaker between them and Rabash, the passage. But truly, it's a problem. The Creator will protect. The group must support here. That's it.
I don't understand how will this happen. How will the group protect?
The group won't let you to give more than one lecture in one place, but rather each time they're going to jump you from place to place, and also they send with you another one or two, and also those 1 and 2, the same lecture, you even divide it to 3 parts, and each delivers a part of it. Otherwise, it's lost. A person is lost. It buys him, and he is addicted to it. He's sold on it. And this is a very big problem. Specifically with people like you that are also lecturers in the university and all kinds of places, you receive from the audience importance, and it's really, so in that they're buying you. It's not dependent on you. It's how the forces of nature are. What to do? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's going on here. And it's for sure that many, many forces are going upon this in order to be later to be attractive to them in that way.
This is clear, and it is also clear from many other friends that have this ability, and the audience also identifies this. They're not stupid. If one has this ability, they immediately attract to him as a guru, or maybe not a guru. But how do you still protect friends that always go outside and
run away from them as much as possible? I try to run away. And the fact that they think about me, that maybe he's smart or special, I don't hear. I don't see those relations. I don't want to see. I show myself as a person that's not important. I get dressed up in such a way. I don't want to appear in some audiences there in special clothings and special appearances and so on. I protect